Emma had always believed family was built on love, respect, and shared memories. At 65, she looked forward to her granddaughter Olivia's wedding as one of the happiest days of her life. After losing her beloved husband Daniel to cancer 3 years earlier, she had worked hard to keep the family together. She even paid for most of the wedding because she wanted Olivia to have the celebration of her dreams. Wearing a beautiful blue dress that Daniel had always admired, Emma arrived at the reception expecting nothing more than a joyful family gathering. Everything changed the moment she picked up her name tag. Instead of displaying her name, it read, "The old lady paying for everything." Shocked and embarrassed, Emma tried to convince herself it had to be a mistake. However, as the evening continued, she overheard guests laughing about the joke. Even worse, her own son David and daughter-in-law Karen openly referred to her as their family bank account. Every smile she had worn that morning slowly disappeared as she realized the people she loved viewed her less as a mother and grandmother and more as an endless source of money. Seeking a moment alone, Emma unexpectedly met Daniel's longtime attorney, Mr. Collins. Disturbed by what he had witnessed, he revealed a secret Daniel had left behind before his death. Hidden within his will was a legal clause stating that any family member who publicly humiliated Emma or attempted to exploit her financially would immediately lose their inheritance. Daniel had hoped the document would never be needed because he wanted his family to respect Emma out of love, not fear. Emma quietly decided not to reveal the truth yet. Instead, she would watch everyone carefully and allow their true character to reveal itself. The following morning, Emma reflected on the last 3 years and realized the warning signs had always been there. Shortly after Daniel's funeral, David and Karen had begun asking for financial help. What started as small requests quickly became expensive renovations, luxury cars, vacations, tuition payments, and finally an extravagant wedding. Looking through old financial records, Emma discovered she had given away hundreds of thousands of dollars without ever questioning whether she was being appreciated. Soon Karen called asking Emma to fund Olivia's luxury honeymoon after the bride family claimed they could no longer afford it. Rather than immediately agreeing as she always had before, Emma simply replied that she would think about it. The unexpected answer surprised Karen because Emma had never said no in the past. Later that day, Emma's grandson Ethan came to visit. Unlike the rest of the family, Ethan genuinely cared about her well-being. He apologized for the humiliating name tag and admitted he had overheard his parents discussing plans to convince Emma to sell her home and move into a retirement community so they could benefit financially. His honesty confirmed everything Emma had begun to suspect. She realized Ethan had inherited Daniel's kindness rather than his parents' greed. A few days later, the family gathered for a post-wedding brunch. Without asking permission, Karen publicly announced that Emma would be paying for Olivia's dream honeymoon. Everyone applauded while Emma sat in stunned silence. Calmly but firmly, she explained that she had made no such promise and believed it was inappropriate for anyone to spend another person's money without consent. The room fell silent. For the first time in years, Emma defended herself instead of giving in. That evening, Ethan joined Emma for dinner, where she shared how exhausted she felt after years of constant financial pressure. Before she could explain Daniel's secret clause, David stormed into the house furious about the embarrassment at brunch. He accused Emma of turning Ethan against the family. Instead of apologizing, David insisted Emma owed them because Daniel had left her with so much money. Emma finally made her position clear. Her finances were her own, and the family would no longer treat her like a personal bank. Determined to reclaim her independence, Emma met with Mr. Collins to review Daniel's estate. She discovered the fortune was far larger than she had ever imagined. She also learned the inheritance clause remained fully enforceable. Rather than immediately disinheriting anyone, Emma chose a quieter approach. She reconnected with old friends, began painting again, supported Ethan's dream of opening a bookstore, and stopped responding to endless financial demands. Months passed, and David and Karen alternated between ignoring Emma and pretending to care whenever they wanted money. On Emma's 66th birthday, the entire family gathered at her home. During dinner, David publicly questioned her decision to invest in Ethan's bookstore and suggested she needed someone to manage her finances because she was making poor choices. He even proposed taking legal control of her affairs. This final act confirmed everything. In front of the family, Mr. Collins revealed Daniel's hidden clause. He explained that anyone who publicly humiliated or exploited Emma had automatically lost their inheritance. David and Karen were speechless. Years of greed, manipulation, and disrespect had cost them everything. Emma calmly confirmed she intended to enforce Daniel's wishes. She explained that she had never promised them a fortune. They had simply assumed they were entitled to it. Olivia apologized for remaining silent during the wedding humiliation, while Ethan admitted he had never known about the inheritance and had only tried to do what was right. Emma assured him that kindness, not money, had earned her trust. 1 year later, Ethan Bookstore had become a thriving community space where Emma displayed her artwork and spent time reading to children. Olivia slowly rebuilt her relationship with her grandmother, while David and Karen moved away after unsuccessfully challenging the will. Emma finally realized that Daniel's greatest gift had not been his wealth, but the opportunity to see people for who they truly were. Free from guilt and manipulation, she embraced a peaceful new life surrounded by those who valued her love rather than her money. In the end, she discovered that true family is defined not by inheritance, but by respect, loyalty, and genuine compassion.